Streets echo as pucks fly by. Two bored girls just passing time. Talking about dreams that never fade. Skates on ice, we watch the parade. Life's a game and we're in the rink. Laughing hard, don't care what they think.
And welcome back to Two Bored Ladies, episode 2.
Season 2.
Season 2. I didn't think we need to say the season.
I think we do.
Okay, so
It's been
we are
45
now-
minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say we're now 45 minutes into skating, and we have yet to record anything. Well, no, we did record.
No, there was some
There
really
was
great
just-
B-roll.
It was a whole lot of. Can you hear me now? Is this recording? Why does it sound so bad? Is it working?
That's what was happening.
Yeah.
We don't have time.
Hi, Lauren. We're in the
we're trying to get
podcasting
this
right now.
done.
Yeah, I know. If you guys talk about my grad, talk about how I got the ELA award and the skate person.
Okay.
All right then.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess Karen here.
Angie, happy to be back
Yes.
with you. Thanks for tuning in again, because no fault of our producer at all, but the sound quality last week was, I would say,
Not great.
the shits.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as our like reverb one, but it
That was
still
bad.
wasn't great.
And it
It's
turns
okay,
out
people keep listening.
I know. Turns out we don't know how to use the microphones, which is why
Yeah.
it's taking us 45 minutes to start recording this episode today.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, as we were chatting about last week, I realized that in our months in review, I never mentioned one really big thing that happened, and that was Lauren graduated
Yes.
from high school. And she just came over to remind me that she won the ELA award and the skating bursary. And that was pretty huge for her because high school was tough for Lauren. She struggled with some mental health issues, but she pushed through. Super
did.
proud of her.
Can
Yeah.
we just make it about me for a second, though?
Okay, yeah.
Because Lauren invited me to their table.
They did,
So I
yeah.
got to attend.
You did,
And
yeah.
I was very excited.
Yeah.
Came
Yeah.
home special.
Yeah. Oh,
To attend
yeah.
that.
She
I was very
absolutely.
excited.
She was like, Angie has to be there. And then Angie stole the show with the best grad gift ever.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yours was the only one she was super excited about. I'm serious. I've told her I'll buy her a ring. She's yet to go find one so I can buy it for her. I'm gonna say I mean Chris. But yeah, no, Angie knows my Nor really well and has good knowledge of her love and devotion to Domino's Ranch dip.
Yeah. Shout out Domino's.
Domino's. And Angie went out and got, like, what did you get? It was like a bucket of individual ranches.
It was a shoebox full of like 30 or 35 cups.
Oh, and she
of the
was
ranch.
so excited. Like, she nearly cried.
Because you can't buy it in a vat.
You tried. Yeah. So it was funny how, like, sometimes some of those gifts that it touches people, like, and it may not have like any lasting, but it touches them in a way. It's like, you know me and you get me, you know, like. Because I remember one year Kate for Christmas I got her, it was the year when the twins were young and they got iPads. And so I think they were like 11 or 12, or maybe it was younger than that. But anyways, I had found this gumball machine for Kate, and at the time Kate was on a crazy gum kick. And when she opened up that gumball machine, she started crying. She was so happy and excited. And then the iPad was like, oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was that same kind of reaction.
And
where
it'll be
it's
a
like,
memory.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Your kids are pretty special to us, so.
It was an awesome moment.
fun.
So yeah, so that we had grad, and it was really great. Lauren did amazing, looked beautiful.
Oh, yes.
I got to spend the whole night at the Safe Grad because my name was on the liquor permit, and yeah, we had fun. The kids had a good time, so it all went really well. You know, she's an adult working at the daycare. So,
Yes.
yeah, there's
All
that.
grown up.
Yeah.
All grown
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so we need to talk about
Yeah, we gave a little temptation there last week.
We don't have anything to review this week, right? Before we jump in.
I have done the SFA. Well, sorry, Alistair's big thing this week is he got the role of Santa Claus in the
Yes, he
Christmas play.
did.
So he is super stoked. I am going to miss it. But for all of those Office fans out there, I did ask Roy if he knows how to use the phone to record videos, and he swears he does. So hopefully he doesn't get any phone calls in the middle of it. But that was probably the big, and Abby's out for work
Yeah.
experience this week. So a couple of big things. She's not skating today, but Lauren is, so we're out here at the rink. But really that was it. It was just work.
Well, not just work. I think we need to mention the fact that Roy and I kicked some ass in sequence on Saturday night.
So it was all bullshit. I'm
Whatever.
pretty
We won.
sure he was dealing cards on the bottom of the deck.
I need to preface this, but when we do, we haven't played sequence in a long time, and for a while there, we were playing it fairly regular, and for some reason, Roy and I always partner up, and Chris and Angie, and I'll be honest, maybe Roy and I have not performed as well, you know, when you're looking at the long-term results.
The holistic view?
Yes, yeah. But we knocked it out of the park Saturday night.
You guys were really on fire.
Yeah, it was good.
It was
Enjoy
super
sequence.
frustrating. I get very angry when I lose. Ooh, other big thing that happened on Saturday is we all fist bumped, which is a strong commitment
Yeah.
to traveling to Japan in 2028.
2028.
So that's going to be pretty all right.
I am super excited. Oh, and another thing that happened this weekend.
Holy shit! We're going to knock the socks off of our followers.
Sunday, Ireland's soccer
Yes.
team qualified into the next round of the World Cup by beating Hungary in extra time, the last minute of extra
That's
time.
really exciting.
It was
And I
such
mean,
an
I'm a
amazing
goalkeeper,
game.
so I
Such an
know
amazing game.
soccer.
Oh.
And I mean, that's pretty intense.
Oh, and Angie gave me her password so I could get on to the zone so I could watch the one game, and it was awesome. Although she was trying to watch football at home and I had to kick her off.
Yeah, I was just like, I thought for sure we could both watch, but it's all good. I was glad you were
It
able
was
to watch.
so awesome. Yeah. So because Ireland was playing, I didn't get to go watch Alistair play hockey because that was at 9, and I'm sorry.
And there was a hockey camp this week. Oh my god,
Yeah.
like we're really busy women.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't. Lots of my activities happen in my kitchen and living room.
Doesn't matter, they're still happening.
Yeah. Yes.
So, but your Ireland is a great segue into sports conversation. So,
Yes, it is.
last week we dropped a nugget about a great trip that Karen and I took, and I'm sure people have pieced it together. We went and seen the Blue Jays in Toronto.
Yeah. Anybody who follows us on Instagram would have
Oh
enjoyed
yes,
the day, right? You were
yes.
posting.
Oh yes, very much.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll take a break here, and when we come back, we'll do a segment on maybe how we came about it. I can share a story about the tickets and
Yeah.
how I got screwed over. That's fun.
Yeah.
And and we'll get in all the rest of it.
Okay, sounds
Great.
good.
We'll be right back. Looking for something truly unique? Discover Fuse Muse Fused Glass, where art meets light in dazzling color. From fused glass supplies to one-of-a-kind materials for glass artists and mosaic makers, we bring your creative visions to life. Jewelry makers, artists, and mosaic lovers stand out with our exclusive designs. Shop online today at www.fusemusefuseglass.com. That's www.fusemusefuseglass.com. Or visit us on Instagram and Facebook for inspiration. Fuse Muse Fuse Glass, where creativity shines. Welcome back. Part 2 of episode 2, season 2, because I feel it's important to list everything now.
Okay.
But you don't have to if you don't.
I won't.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. So, we're going to jump right into one of, and I do say, one of the top 6 experiences in my life. I've had a lot, but I mean, I'm going to put Mary and Roy and the kids ahead, and then it's a crapshoot.
Yeah,
but it was a dream come true for me. And so the Blue Jays had a very magical run this year, especially the last month through the end of September and into October, winning the division and then the playoff run. It was just so special. And for years, I'd say, you know, if the Jays make the playoffs, I'm going to get to Toronto to go see them and blah, blah, blah. And contemplated going to the championship series, but it didn't work out. And all the pieces sort of started to fall into place for Game 6. The Jays had won Game
So maybe just for some of our international listeners that might not be familiar with the Blue Jays baseball,
MLB, yeah.
and it's a best of 7 series.
In the champion, or sorry, in the World Series,
yeah.
yeah. And so, so we knew they were going to get back to Toronto for games 6 and 7. And so initially I was talking to my husband and I was like, I'm going to go. And he's like, okay. I'm like, I'm not sure about tickets, but I'm just going to fly there and see what happens. And then I'm sitting at my desk at work, and if anyone's listening, I'm always working.
Close your ears.
Yeah, I phoned Karen and I'm like, dude, would you be willing to fly to Toronto with me on the morning of Halloween and then fly back on the first flight after the baseball game? I don't have tickets. And Karen, being the most amazing human being and friend, was like, yeah, I'm just going to tell Chris. Yeah, right, run it past Chris. But yeah, I'm in on that.
Yeah, and to be fair, the fact that I wasn't at work and I was in Winnipeg already made it a little bit easier.
That's what I'm saying. All the pieces sort of just fell into place. So that meant now I needed to focus all my efforts on finding tickets. And I had a really great buddy up here, Leah, who put a post out on Facebook and was like, hey, I'm searching for tickets for my, a special friend of mine. And then somebody had posted about, hey, when so-and-so had cancer, they contacted the team. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not sick. But anywho, she found somebody. And she's like, Angie, I found these people that just want to get rid of their tickets. They're not going. And I was like, okay. And I was talking to Leah today and we were like, oh my God, there was a million red flags. But we made excuses for all of them. I forwarded them $140, which was just a small portion of the ticket price. And yeah, they screwed us over hard. So I'm running through that really quick because it actually still makes me a little bit sick to my stomach that someone would, whatever, we know there's bad people out there. So after that, there's I'm part of a Facebook thing. Page group. Good call. Toronto Toronto Lady Blue Jays or something, I think. Anyway, I posted on there that I was looking, and they immediately referred this guy called Rastaman Hugh. And I was like, okay. And everybody was vouching for him, so I contacted him and I was like, hey, I just like anything to get in the doors, right? 2 tickets. And he's like, yeah, okay, like I've got general admission, but they're selling for like $2,000 a piece right now. Contact me the night before the game, the often will drop. Well, of course, he gets back to me not long before that. Well, I kept checking in with him, so it's probably annoying him. He gets back to me, he's like, look, I've got my own season tickets and I'm not going to be able to make the game. Would you be interested in them for this price? And I was like, ooh, there's no way I could pay that. I'll just see about the general admission. So sitting there, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back with this offer after I ran it past Roy. And Roy's like, whatever, man.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, he's like, we'll make money back, you won't make those memories
Well,
back.
and I also love what he said about in, 20, 30 years time, if they ever do this again, like, I can't remember how he phrased it, but something about, like, would you rather have the memory now and be regretting that you didn't take the opportunity?
Yeah,
like,
I
love
was
the
so
way,
supportive. Like,
knowing how much it meant to you.
So he was so great about it. And, like, I posted online on Facebook, too, that I was sad it just wasn't going to work out. And everybody's like, oh, my God, you gotta go. So anyway, I made an offer, and he was like, okay, let's do this. So we got the tickets. It was legit, and it was amazing. So Karen was awesome. Got our plane tickets to Toronto.
Yeah, we were able to use up a lot of points and got a pretty cheap flight using the points. And but the drawback being we had to be on the plane at 5 a.m.
So our day started at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Because I'm a high-stress traveler and I need to be everywhere at least 3 hours ahead of schedule.
Which was fine.
Yep.
Yeah, it was all good.
We beat Starbucks opening.
We did.
And then we were second in line for it, so that was exciting. So we went to the Winnipeg airport. We got on our plane at 5 a.m.
And we saw a few Blue Jay fans also boarding the plane, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody asking, like, are you going to the game? And there was just this
because
feeling.
we were in our jerseys
we
too,
were
right?
decked out.
Yeah.
But there was just this feeling of, like, excitement in the air, and you had this nod going on when you seen other people in
the
Toronto.
Jays nod.
Yeah, and I mean, any sports like that, you see somebody else wearing the same team, and you're like, yeah. But, so we got into Toronto, at like 9:30 in the morning?
No. We got into Toronto at like 8:30 because it was 9 when we got, after 9 when we got to the J shop.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. And it opened at 10.
Yeah.
So we
Because
took.
we stood in line for like nearly an hour.
It was like over an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we were there nearly an hour before it opened. That's what it was, and then we didn't get it till after.
So we took the up train, which shout out to my friend Nancy for recommending it.
Oh,
Way
yeah.
better than an Uber, and it took like 20 minutes to get downtown.
Yeah,
which
and
was
we were literally
phenomenal.
a block, 2 blocks from
Yeah, it
the...
takes you right to Union Station, and then you can see the CN Tower and
Yeah.
stuff. So it was
Oh,
super
the-
close.
You could see it when you come out the right door.
Yeah, well, we did.
we
we
did
did
a
a
little
loop.
wandering.
Yeah,
Google Maps.
that's what we like to do.
Was like, it showed us moving one way, and then we were going the other way, and I'm like, oh no, I think we have to go back. Yeah, it was funny though.
It was
And
Well,
because
you know,
we had so much time, it wasn't stressful.
and it was funny because our feet yet weren't bleeding. Because you want to tell everybody
My new
about your new
runners.
runners?
I love my
That
new
aren't runners. What are they?
They're court shoes.
They're-
They're Puma Palomino. No, Palermo. Palermos.
That sounds fast.
Yeah.
Are they?
I haven't ran in them yet, but they look.
They do look.
They're. You know how you buy
They're mint.
something and it's like you put them on. It's like they
Yeah.
make me feel good.
Good.
Yeah, it's like a nostalgic thing. They're kind of that's throwback style.
Yeah. I like them.
Yeah.
So our feet were happy.
Yes.
We chuckled at that extra lap that we did around
Yes.
Union Station. So we decided we were going to beeline to Skydome, Rogers Center,
Yeah.
so that we could buy some merch because the store opened at 10.
Yeah, and we wanted. Well, you had a list of stuff to get.
I did, yeah.
And and we just wanted something that said World Series on it, right? And I wanted to
Absolutely.
get something for Brenda, and yeah.
And we didn't have a hotel room,
That's
so
right.
we needed to find things to do to keep us busy before the game, and the gates didn't open until 5.
Yeah.
So
This is now what 10 after 9.
yeah. So we found a line up at a J store, and we're like, "Oh, this isn't that long." And then everybody from the line left, and we're like, "What's going on?" And it turned out that J shop didn't open till noon. So we followed the people to the line at the actual J shop that opened at 10, and it was like, honestly, I don't want to exaggerate, but it had to be 400 people deep, if not
Easy.
way
Easy.
more.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're walking around this line that never seemed to end, and like our expressions must have been ridiculous because the CTV news guy stops us and asks if he can interview us
Yeah.
because he's seen us trying to find the end of the line. So sad story though, we didn't get on TV.
No.
I guess we weren't exciting enough.
Yeah. I guess not.
Made me mad a little
Yeah.
bit. I had a great he asked us what the final score was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
I said 4-3 Blue Jays. And had they pulled it off in the bottom of the ninth and not been screwed over by that ball in the bottom of the fence,
Yeah.
that was
That
what
was
the final
it.
score
And
would have
that
been.
and in that moment, I was just like, oh my god. I was thinking that Angie got the score right. Like, this is amazing.
But more on
anyways,
that later,
yeah.
yeah. So we waited in line for well over an hour.
Yeah.
But it
And-
moved okay.
Yeah, it was moving okay, but at one point when we were getting closer, I said to one of the security guys, do you remember that? I said, hey, is there going to be anything left in store for us by the time we get in there? And he was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, you sure? He's like, oh, yeah, there's lots of stuff.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
not in all the sizes.
Yeah, lots of stuff, but nothing in large or extra large.
No, it was
And-
very sad.
Unfortunately, my body's at that extra
Yes,
2XL
an extra
right now.
large thing too. Yeah, they asked me at work today, hey, we're getting like some swag. We need to know what sweater or what size sweater. I'm like, send it to my boss. I'm like, XL sad face. And she's like, no sad face. But anyway, so we go in, we looked for merch.
Did?
We found a few things. I wanted a starter jacket. They also didn't have those. So we left there a little sad,
We
I
did.
would say.
Yeah.
But we picked up a few things for, I was able to cross off most of my list, I think, at that point. So then we were like, it's time for lunch and beers.
Yes.
And so we ended up at Boston Pizza. But it turned out to be perfect because all the other restaurants had like a 2-hour minimum where you'd get
Maximum.
kicked out. Maximum,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. And Boston Pizza didn't seem to give a shit.
They had the notice up, but I don't think they were busy enough to kick us out.
So it worked
Yeah.
out perfect.
Yeah.
And
I went off my gluten-free diet that
sure
day
did.
and totally enjoyed
Yeah, you crushed it.
my beers. Oh my god,
You're my
so
boy.
good, so good.
It was, it was a good day.
Yeah.
And then our buddy who used to live in Gilham
Mhm.
was also there for the game.
Ken and Holly.
Yeah, they met up with us in BP, so it was really nice. We had a bunch of beers in the afternoon, which then essentially took us to going to line up for the game.
Yeah. We left I think BP around 4, shortly after 4, because
We were in line for a half an hour or so, Yeah, and then the gates opened at 5.
Yeah.
So maybe on that note, we'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll chat about the actual in-stadium experience.
Alrighty.
All right, we'll be right back.
Feeling stuck? At Coaching with Karen, we believe the answers you need are already within you. Whether it's life, wellness, or career guidance, Karen is here to help you uncover your path and move forward with confidence. Because a better tomorrow starts with the right support today. So visit us at coachingwithkaren@gmail.com to take your first step. And that's coaching with a K.
And welcome back to Two Board Ladies. I'm not saying episode 2,
Don't.
part 3.
Well,
I'm not
now you
doing this.
did.
No.
Now you did. Season 2. I'm Angie.
Still Karen.
Lauren left. She's like, enough of this crap.
So, we walked through the gates. Oh, and before we walked through the gates, while we were standing in line, there was like the Blue Jay, what do they call it? Blue Jay dancers, cheerleaders or whatever.
Cheerleaders, I
And they
guess,
had a little DJ playing some music, getting us all hyped up.
I was hyped.
Yeah, well, you were very hyped because when we tried to go through the security gate, and it was that
Oh, I was
couple,
fucking mad.
you like pushed through, and I'm like, I tried to put my stuff down so I could walk through without like my phone setting off the alarm, and this couple wouldn't move, and then you're looking at me like, come on,
Push them. I don't care that they're old.
but we got through.
We did. We did.
And then we walked through. It was like a perfect opening onto the field. You could see everything, and just like that concourse area. And so we're like, let's go straight to our seats. Let's see where we are. And then so we're looking at the numbers, and then we got jumped on by a lady selling 50/50.
Oh yeah, she was hardcore too.
Yeah, and so the 50/50, for those that maybe, I don't know, I think everybody knows the 50/50, you pay for it, you get half of the pot. Well, this one had been running for, how long had it been running?
The
whole
length of
thing?
the World Series. Every
was the whole
series
World
they
Series?
did, yeah.
Oh wow, so it was at 9 million, and they told us by the end of the night they figured it would be at 12. And that was what you took home, right?
Yes.
Like it was the 12,
Yeah.
is what you would take home. So we each, I bought whatever, $50,
yeah.
and then Angie was like, well, I'm gonna buy them from somebody else, and the lady got all hoity-toity. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, the numbers are randomized, it doesn't matter. And we're like, yeah,
I'm buying them for someone else.
just want to spread it out, right? So then, as we got those, we headed off. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw a pop-up J shop with the clothing, and there was one sweater that I really had wanted that they didn't have in my size. So I said, "Dad, I'm just gonna pop in here and see if they have my size," and they did. So I was so happy, so happy. And then Angie found
The most wonderful
jacket.
It wasn't my starter jacket, but man alive, I love this
I love that jacket.
I will say one thing for the Toronto, the J Store, they don't put prices on shit.
no, yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's a rude awakening. I mean, I wasn't going to put anything back.
I wonder if people do. Or do they just go, I'm in
Maybe.
it, you know what, I've come this far.
Well, that's what I said. Like, well,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah, no, because it was.
And now I live in that sweater,
Well,
as I should.
it's beautiful. I don't blame you. Like, it's such a nice jacket.
But it was like the hugest win ever by Karen finding
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
that was really cool.
Yeah, and so then we headed to our seats, and we wanted to describe our seats, because they were magical.
They really were. Like, I mean, and so they're like right behind the Blue Jays bullpen, which for those who don't know the Skydome or Rogers Center, it's right down the third base line, and it's like there's a piece of glass, and there's the bullpen. Like
Where the pitchers warm up.
we're
Yeah.
literally just right there. You could hold a conversation if you wanted, and it was just, I don't know, for me, it's like awe-inspiring. I'd been to the Rogers Center before, but just the feeling that was in there, like you could feel the anticipation and the excitement, and it was emotional. And so anyway, we're down there, and we got lucky where the Jays are in the middle of their they were doing batting practice. Thank you. And so all of the home runs by right-handed hitters were being laced over our heads. So there was a couple just over our heads.
Yeah.
But then there was a ball that was hit, and Carlos Fablis is the third base coach, and he had his hand. I'm like, Carlos, and everybody's yelling, but he threw it right to me. So I ended up getting a batting practice ball, which was like, again, it was just one of those things that like layered on to like, holy shit, is this amazing or what? They're gonna win tonight.
Yeah.
Like that's all I kept thinking.
Did
is,
not
like,
think
this
there's
is
not like there was
perfect.
no.
Don't
there was
ruin it
no-
for our listeners. They don't know what's gonna happen.
No, I'm saying there was nowhere in my mind did I think anything but a win was happening.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was totally
Yeah.
prepared for that.
Why I felt so confident, I don't know, but I just felt like it was fate. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
And so we get this ball, and then we're like, well, you know what? We kicked kids out of the way to get to our seats, like a bunch
That
of
was
misers.
awesome.
It was pretty great. We're like, excuse me, these are our
These are
seats.
Got a lot of pleasure out of that.
As kids are trying to get balls from baseball players.
It's probably not good that I got so much pleasure out of it.
I think for me it was more like, these are my seats. Like, damn.
Yeah.
And so we decided to go take a walk, and we ended up going upstairs, and we seen Jamie Campbell and the Sportsnet crew,
Yep.
Madison, but then we were told not to yell at them,
Yeah.
because I was going to.
Yeah. But no, that cop
It was
was
frowned
pretty
upon.
serious. So I tried to like every time I kind of nudged over to see if maybe this would be a moment to say something. All of a sudden, I feel like
Oh, that
eyes
girl was
on me.
looking at me, and she was so short, but I'm certain that she was wiry,
Oh.
and it would have been a good fight.
Yeah.
But then others would have helped her, and it would have been game over.
Yeah.
So we just looked
Yeah.
from a distance, but Jamie had that cool knitted sweater that you got
Yeah.
a picture of.
Yeah.
And then we got drinks.
Drinks,
So many
yeah.
of the drinks. I had lots of drinks that day, but I was never
I
intoxicated.
don't think it had like when you say you had lots of drinks. Like when you say we had a bunch of drinks at BP, I think we had 2.
I feel like I had 3.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 3.
That's 3.
3 over 4 hours.
Fair enough. That's more than normal.
It is more than normal.
Yeah.
But still, it's not like
No.
we didn't pound beers.
Fair enough. And it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
So we went and had some got some drinks, and then
Sat down for the opening ceremony.
yes.
Yeah.
And I think and I don't want to speak for you, but I think maybe a favorite moment for both of us was the national anthem.
Yeah. And when they pulled out the flag, because
Yeah.
they pulled it out right in front of us.
And so those who don't know, at the Jays games, when they sing the national anthem, they bring out the giant flag, which covers essentially the entire outfield, and it's brought out by military personnel, yeah, which is just really cool. And the whole stadium was singing the anthem together, and it was
emotional.
it was chills and
Yeah,
emotion.
yeah,
It was just something so special, and you could feel the anticipation. There was electricity in the air, and it was really cool. So they finished up the national anthem, and you can't see my hands, but I'm gesturing because Kevin Gosman, who was the starting pitcher for the Blue Jays, and Alejandro Kirk were in the bullpen warming up, and it was just so neat to see them so close.
And what was cool about it is because we were standing in between them, right? And so we had been to a Jays game previously in Chicago, like what, 5, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
And at that time we were standing on the end. And I remember when I think it was Marcus Stroman was warming up, and like it was fast. But there was something about standing in between the pitcher and the catcher. To the speed of the ball, like you're looking at the pitcher, and when he releases it, it's already smack, and the noise of
You
it
couldn't
hitting the
turn your
glove.
head
No, you
fast
couldn't
enough.
turn your head fast
No.
enough. It was so cool, so cool.
The other cute thing, or cool thing, was that Alejandro Kirk's daughter and his wife were at the end of our row watching Kirk warm up.
Yes.
And then when Kirk was done, he patted his chest and looked at his daughter, and it was
Big
just like
smile.
the cutest
Oh,
thing in the entire
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
We also got to know some of the people who were sitting around us. I had a crazy lady on the side of me who was like amped up, and then before the game even started, she's like, I'm going to be getting up and down a lot. And I'm like, okay, no problem. She's like, I'm not apologizing, I'm just telling. I'm
I
like,
love that attitude.
okay.
Yeah.
You're like, I didn't have a problem with it,
Yeah.
but no, that's totally cool. But she was at the game where Springer hit the home run against Seattle in
she
the
was also
ALCS.
at
She had
the
the 93 World
93
Series.
yeah.
Like she'd had tickets for ages, and she knew everyone around us,
Yeah.
just high-fiving everybody. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then in the second inning, my phone started
Blowing
buzzing
up.
and my watch started going nuts, and it turned out was famous for 3 seconds.
Yep.
We were. Your
Well, it was
shoulder.
mostly, yeah, my shoulder. It was mostly because somebody had texted me and I was like on my phone. So yeah, it looks like I'm watching my phone instead of the game. And in the picture on the TV, you're like, you had your hands up
Yeah,
around
I'm
your mouth and
going
you're like
nuts.
cheering. And I'm there standing on my phone. And I'm like, that's not what the game was. Like, caught me in a bad moment.
Yeah, but it was amazing. Like, it was so crazy. And so then everybody's texting us.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things I really wanted to bring up because it was, I think, one of the things I found the coolest about the whole experience is I don't know why you can't feel this all the time. But to feel how much people do it like you or care about you or, I don't know, just are kind, right? Like the number of messages I got, and before I went on TV, just, we are so happy you get to do this. We know this is your dream. It's awesome. Have the best time. Hundreds. And it was just overwhelming how kind everybody was. And so many people from the town we live in. And since I've been back, just people like, oh my God, like, how was that for you? So that was something to me that I wanted to bring up because as emotional as I was walking in there, it made me just as emotional knowing, you know, people like you and they're interested in what
They
you're
took
doing.
the time
and,
to send a message to say, you know, we're thinking of you.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
and you deserve this, and we're excited for you.
It was really neat, and I just, it's a big thank you to everybody because it made it, and it just added to the whole thing. So we get on TV,
Yep.
and then 3 runs are scored by the Dodgers in the third. Gosman was lights out up to that point. Lets in 3 runs, and they were piddly hits. There was
Yeah.
nothing hit very hard. It was unfortunate. But then Yamamoto was pitching for the Dodgers and shut us down pretty hard. And then it was kind of skipping ahead here. It was 3-1 going into the bottom of the ninth. And we you just kind of feel like it's okay. They've been doing it all year.
Yeah.
They're the comeback kids.
Yeah.
They're the glue Jays, and that glue is what's going to get them through this. They're going to figure out a way. And so a couple runners get on base, right?
Mm-hmm.
Barger crushes a ball right at us, it felt like.
Yeah, I thought we
almost.
were going to be
Yeah.
catching that ball.
And then we just see them running around the bases, and Barger's not stopping at 2, and normally that kind of ball would be a double. And we're kind of looking because the ball's not leaving the outfield, and Barger is now run all the way home, and we've tied the game.
Yeah, and we're going
Fucking
crazy.
jumping like nuts, right? And next thing you know, because somebody had said, what do you think? I'm like, I bet you that ball's lodged. And sure as shit, it's, and I'm doing air quotes, lodged underneath the outfield wall. And so the Dodgers, you know, played it smart on their part,
Yeah.
raised their hands. It gets treated like a ground rule double. Nobody scores. And so then Clement, I can't remember, somebody strikes out. Clement hits a ball that Barger thought was going to drop, and he gets doubled off at 2, and it's game over.
It's just game over, just like that.
And it didn't feel over.
No, it was so.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, because like I said earlier, like there was nothing about, and the people around us, everybody. It didn't matter that we were down.
No.
Like it was like, yeah, we've been down before.
This is not an issue. This is
Yeah.
our game to
Yeah.
win. Yeah.
And it was just so like, holy shit, that's it. But then it wasn't that they lost the World Series at
Yeah.
that point. Like there was
There's
another
still game
game,
7,
you know.
yeah.
But just, it was just weird that I was like, obviously you're the Jays fan, and I'm a Jays fan, but nothing to the extent of you, and even for me, like the fact that Angie brought me along on this trip was like, I'll get emotional.
Aww. It was a good time. It was 2 good friends having a really great time.
Yeah.
And
Lot
just-
of laughs.
Oh my God, so many laughs. And we haven't even gotten into how tired we were.
Which made the laughs even more ridiculous.
And which was like the theme line of our trip is, I think I'm tired, because we would say something ridiculous or we couldn't move. But yeah, it was it was weird. It was just unfinished, is what it
Yeah,
felt like.
yeah.
There should be more baseball to play.
Yeah.
And so, but there wasn't. So
Not
we
that
left,
night, yeah.
and we jumped back on the train.
After a crazy long wait, that you didn't think we were going to make the train.
I didn't. I think we
Yeah.
were on, like, if not the second last train
Yeah,
of that night.
yeah.
And should we mention here that our feet were like broken?
Oh yeah.
Because I'll speak for myself. I'm out of shape,
Me too.
45-year-old, soon to be
50.
46,
I'm 50.
heavy set lady.
Very heavy. I'm heavy.
And
In shoes
holy
that
shit!
are not runners, they're
No,
court
they were
shoes.
court shoes, and your husband tried to warn you.
Yeah, but I did bring Band-Aids with me and put them on.
But I wanted to die. Like when we were walking back to Union Station, I was just like, someone, please.
Yeah,
just-
and the crowds were crazy.
Oh, it was awful.
It was
and then
crazy.
and then waiting in line, and when we asked the lady, "Do you think we're gonna make it?" and she just shrugged her shoulders, I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch."
Yeah, yeah.
But we made it.
We did.
Talk
And we
about
should
the guy on
mention
the train.
Yeah, the guy on the train. So we get on the train, and we'd all been waiting. Well, we were waiting over an hour or whatever more
Oh,
to
yeah.
get on that train, and so we finally got on it, and we couldn't understand why there was so many people taking the train back to the airport.
Yeah.
Like, these people are not flying out. We know there's no flight still the next morning. But yeah, I guess a lot of people who were coming from the GTA parked to the airport and took the train in because it literally takes you right to Rogers
Yeah, it was
Center.
beautiful.
Yeah. So we get on, and then there was these two guys. We were standing, there wasn't enough room, and there was two guys sitting beside us, and they just looked really decimated. Like they looked how we felt.
Just, yeah,
you know, like they
gut
were
wrenched.
physically
Yeah.
expressing how we felt, and we just, I can't remember how it happened. You said
I didn't even talk to them. You were just talking to them. I was like, "What's happening over here?"
Well, I think I just looked and they were saying something about, they were talking about, like, I just can't believe it. And then I said, you know, like, I just genuinely, we thought they were going to win tonight. And the guy looks up, and the other guy puts his head in his hands, and the other guy looks up and says, yeah, we spent every last penny we had to come here. Because
So
some of these
sad.
tickets were going for $5,000-$6,000. So I don't know how much they spent on it. I hope they didn't spend that much. But yeah, they were just, you know, devastated. Yeah, and I just felt so sorry for them. And then, I mean, we were upset too, and you know, but the experience for me, I mean, was amazing.
I'll never ever forget
Yeah.
it. And I
Yeah.
look back on it, and I don't look back on it sad. I look back on it, I'm just full of joy. It was, honestly one of the best experiences of my life. And to say that I was at a World Series game with my buddy,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, man.
Yeah, I didn't think that was. Yeah, it was. Oh, and then we had on the other part of the train trip. You remember how we had to go change over to the other train? And then there was those guys that were talking about
like
the
at the
best chicken
airport?
sandwich.
Oh, fudge. I wanted to punch that. And then as we got off, the other old people were like, oh my God.
So they were going on and on about all these best.
Oh,
What's the best chicken
bruh,
sandwich?
bruh.
It was Wendy's and this and that, and they were so loud.
I felt
And-
very old in that moment. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm like, I
yeah,
can't
they were
handle
what, in
you,
their 20s or
maybe,
whatever,
yeah.
and they were just going on and on, and like I wanted to butt in. It's, you know, the Big Mary is the best because they were talking about Mary Brown's chicken, and so
Oh, and I should have told you not
yeah,
to.
no, you made me not. I was not allowed to. I was afraid if I did.
I'm like, I can't
desperately
interact with
wanted
these
to,
people
though.
right now.
So then they left because they were in the middle of the aisle, and then we stood up, and then the couple across from us stood up, and I made eye contact with them, and I'm like, I think the Mary Browns would have been a better choice. And then the guy was like, oh my God, they would shut up.
It was awful. It
was
was a long
funny.
20 minutes.
It was funny.
Okay.
But yeah, so then we got to the airport, and we had already checked in on our phones. There's no bags or
I'm going to
anything.
preface this with this is the epitome of, I think, we're tired.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had done. What did I say? Well, maybe it was when I looked at you when we were on the train. I'm like, if I haven't told you already, I want to tell you I had a great time and I really love you. And then I was getting emotional, and then I looked at you and went, I think I'm tired. Not that I didn't mean what I
Yeah.
said, but it was like and then we just got the giggles because it's like, you know, when you've got kids and they say that. But yeah, we were. I mean, at this stage, it's what, 2 a.m,
Yeah.
and we'd been up for 24 hours.
Yeah, and
So-
our flight wasn't until 9 the next morning.
Yeah.
So we were going to hang out at the airport.
Yeah.
So let's finish off this section with just, so we've checked in.
Yeah.
We don't have bags.
No
we
bags.
just have to get on the other side of security.
Yeah, just
what
get
happened?
through
That's
security.
it. Simple
Yeah,
people.
no
What
biggie.
happened?
Yeah, they wouldn't let us through.
How did you handle that, Karen?
I begged. I literally was like, come on, man. We just want to get through. We just want to find a spot to lay down. And I kept saying, we just want to lie down. We just want to lie down.
And then he's like explaining how there's a Tim Hortons on both sides, and we're like, we just need to lie
We're
down.
not looking for food. And none of the Tim Hortons are open. Like, we know it's 2 a.m, nothing's open. We just want to lie down. And then And he says, well, I'll ask my boss. But the other lady behind him was
She was
like,
a hard
no,
no.
you can't. You can't get in until, what she was telling us we couldn't get in until 5, I think.
Yeah, 4 hours before
Yeah.
flight.
And I was like, what difference does it make? So then the boss came along. And what did he say? Like, he was walking towards us and we're like, come on, man. And he looked and said something like, yeah, you guys can't take any more disappointment tonight, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And let us through, and we were like, yay!
So then we limped
Yeah.
to some seats.
Seating area, took the
and
shoes
just-
off
Yeah, took our shoes off
immediately.
and chilled.
Yeah.
But we're running out of time here, so maybe we'll. I don't want to rush through it because it was so good, but I'm sure it'll come up in future podcasts as
Oh,
we
yeah.
reference it.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe we'll shut down this section and we'll come back for a quick wrap up. And yeah, all right, we'll be right back.
Attention collectors and enthusiasts looking for the ultimate custom collectibles? It's Patch Madness. Custom trading cards for sport to non-sport, relic cards, and even stickers. If you can dream it, we can create it. Reach out today at twoboredladies24@gmail.com for your personalized masterpiece. Patch Madness, where your passion becomes a code.
I thought you about the. And welcome back to
Yeah,
Word
you're
Ladies.
right.
It was you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we crashed the airport. We had some laughs. We had a bit of a nap, and we talked about that already.
We got on our plane at 9
Lauren's here.
a.m.
We got on our plane, and we had decent seats with nobody sitting in between us. Angie's phone went flying. We met a couple from England.
Oh, jeez, that's a great story. You want to tell that one fast?
Okay, so Angie's phone went flying because she had left it sit on the seat between us, and when we landed, it just went boom under the seat in front of us. And so then I'm tapping the lady in front, saying, "Excuse me, excuse
woke
me." I did, but we had landed. Like, come on, you should be awake. And so, anyways, they got us the phone, they handed it back, and then we'd landed, and everybody was kind of standing up, getting their stuff, waiting to the plane, and then Angie had noticed that
They were going to Churchill, or asked if they were going to Churchill because she had a binder with a polar bear on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we were coming into Winnipeg, so that would be a natural assumption. And yeah, so they chatted a little bit about that, and then he looked at Angie because they were from Britain. They told us they flew in from Toronto. They were coming from Britain, and he looked at Angie. He's like, "Where have you been?" And Angie looks at him like kind of puzzled and said, "Like in the world."
And then I looked at Karen and I was like, I might be too.
I was like, I think he means where
I never felt so stupid.
I can't believe you drove home from the airport. Like really, like
I know. I
that
was
was
exhausted.
yeah.
And then
yeah.
I slept for 7 hours and woke up 5 minutes before game 7.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway,
But
I
yeah,
watched that game,
it's because you're awesome.
and I lost pool because of it.
yeah. So that's Lauren. So I think we're
That's our
ready
story.
to sign out.
Yeah, so that's the story of Toronto. We'll be back next week for an all new episode talking about whatever
More
shit's
stuff.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
But on that note,
Lauren,
Bye, bitches!
you didn't have to yell.
Angie and Karen want to recognize that this episode was recorded on traditional indigenous lands and was brought to you by In My Parents' Basement Studios. Thank you for listening, and I hope you guys have a great night.
Just like a wave, hatch plans that we'll never see. Frozen hair and a frosty kiss. In the ice, our secrets twist. Talking about dreams